Welcome to Extra Inning Echoes, Voices from the Field. We have Jazzy Francik here with us, committed to FSU. Jazzy, thank you for being on again.
Thank you for having me.
So just tell us about yourself. Tell us about where you're from, kind of why you committed to Florida State, and whatever you want to add in there.
Jazzy Francik. I'm from Rockledge, Florida. I go to Melbourne High School, and I committed to Florida State because it was my dream school from the beginning, and I just love everything about it, from the coaches to the school to the culture. And I'm a pitcher.
So growing up, who were you most influenced by? Coaches, players, teammates? Who really just inspired you to continue to get better and actually have that dream of going to playing college softball?
I'd say besides my parents, because my parents were definitely one of my biggest influences and biggest supporters. I really looked up to certain college players like Jesse, you were definitely one, but Kat Osterman was a big one in the sport of softball that I looked up to as a pitcher, just because of how she wasn't necessarily a speed pitcher, but she was still successful. There were just almost too many names to name off, but there were so many people that just, and then also like younger me.
Love it.
I love
That's
that.
really cool. That's really
So now-
cool. I feel like
so-
too. Oh, sorry, Jesse.
No, go ahead,
You
Katie, you go ahead.
I was just saying, I feel like too, like the age you are, softball has just grown like in the past 10 years. I feel like while you've been growing up and doing travel ball, it's grown so much, like in terms of how many games are on TV and the athletes getting NIL deals, like all that kind of stuff. It's really cool that you've kind of experienced it from when it was, kind of up and coming to now where it's, something that's actually really prominent in the sports world. So it's really cool.
So tell us about the balance of your lifestyle with travel ball, high school ball, your workouts, school. How do you maintain, just like a nice lifestyle having to do all of those things?
Work out in the morning with high school in session. Like I work out in the morning, go throughout the school day. I'm in some AP classes. Then we have practice. I go out and pitch to my wall in my backyard, and then come home, do some homework, and eat. But time management was really big for me to learn growing up because I was in the IB program, so I always have grown up with a harder educational style.
It's cool.
So
You having a grasp on that time management early in life is going to help you tremendously when you get to college, because it's one thing a lot of athletes struggle with going into college is trying to maintain, their priorities. Like what needs to be on the top of my list, what needs to be on the bottom of my list, and the fact that you already have that kind of down to a T is going to be really beneficial for you. So kudos to you for already figuring that out. Going into the next question, kind of just talk about your recruiting process. What was your recruiting journey like? Like, did you attend camps? How did you get Coach Alameda to have you on her radar? Social media platforms did you use? Just talk about the recruiting process for you.
So I sent a lot of emails out with little YouTube links to certain videos, and I used Twitter a lot. So Twitter and that, and I went to a ton of camps up at Florida State, especially the Monday night clinic. Those were fun.
Those are always fun.
Twitter was probably one of the ways I reached most of my coaches.
Did you just do a lot of highlight videos when you played and tag the coaches? I know me and Jesse really didn't have that social media aspect growing up and doing recruiting. So tell us a little bit how you use social media. What do you post for younger girls that may watch this later and listen to this later and are about to enter into their junior year of September 1? What would you tell them? How would you tell them to use their social media for their advantage and get noticed by college coaches? Because I bet Coach Almeida was getting a ton of tags on Twitter. So how did you kind of stand out? What did you do to make it to where she is seeing you on Twitter?
I actually have no idea how I stood out to her or to any of the coaches.
Well, you're good, so that helps.
Right.
I just really made it simple. I put a quick video. Sometimes it was 30 seconds, sometimes up to a minute, but nothing really longer. And I put whatever pitch I thought looked best that I saw during the game, and I was like, that's going to be my first pitch. Maybe don't make them watch a little bit longer. But really, I ran it myself so that it sounded like me, and it was coming from my voice, so that it didn't sound like my mom was writing it or my dad was writing it, but it was like kind of getting my personality through a little bit too.
I
I
love
think
that.
I think that's
love that.
always good. I feel like a lot of kids nowadays utilize their parents to, compose those emails for them, and coaches know instantly when a kid's not writing an email and it's coming from a parent. So again, kudos to you for just taking charge of all of that recruiting stuff for yourself. Okay, what do you think you'll bring to FSU as an athlete?
Hope I bring a good teammate and someone that people can always turn to, not only on the field, off the field as well. But I hope that I just add another arm that can be consistent and get the job done.
Love
That
that.
is awesome. That is
And
cool.
then
So what are you most excited about for FSU?
The whole experience, every minute of it.
I will say, just from obviously being at FSU, like just enjoy the journey. Go in as a freshman, enjoy your freshman year, enjoy just every little thing that you can enjoy. Because once you leave that place, you never like once you walk foot onto that campus, you never want to leave. But obviously life hits you and you gotta take, a journey down a different path. So definitely enjoy it and have fun and soak up every little thing that you can soak up because it's going to be the best 4 years of your life just from experience.
It's awesome.
So that you kind of already know the questions, but we'll go through them one more time. Rosin bag or a sticky towel?
Rosin bag,
Indoor, outdoor workout?
indoor workout,
If you were a hitter, batting gloves or no gloves?
batting gloves,
Conditioning or weightlifting?
weightlifting,
I'm a big weightlifter gal too. Conditioning, ugh, cannot with it. Visor or headband?
headband because I can't wear a visor with the mask on,
Fair.
That's
fair.
true. Fair. Gatorade or Powerade?
water,
You did say that. If you had to
Need
drink
it.
one, which one would it be?
probably Powerade,
Okay, playing in the cold or the heat?
heat,
Known for speed or spin?
spin,
Day game or night game?
night games.
And then out of all the uniforms, what's your favorite combo?
This one stumped me last time too. I'm gonna have to stick with what I said last time: the golds or the traditional garnet. On one
Okay,
hand.
and if you could make a combination of all of them, how would you line it up?
Okay. What was I want to see the garnet jersey on the pinstripe pants.
I was just thinking that. Oh my gosh, if
I
I
like
could, I
it.
would definitely do the garnet jersey on a pinstripe pants with the
So
garnet socks
when we went on our
or
visit
white.
in October, when the four of us went on our visit in October to get like signing day pictures, we asked Frankie if we could at least see what it looked like. And we got to see what it looked like. And one of us put it on to try and show Coach like, hey, look at how good this looks. And she wasn't for it.
She
No.
wasn't.
We tried.
That's funny. Good old Coacha. Hey, keep it in her ear though. We for the longest time we're like, Coacha, we want white cleats. We want different cleats than the black. She's like, nope, you gotta earn it. You gotta earn it. And then finally after 2018, they got the colorful cleats and steered away from the black. So just keep
We're-
throwing out there. I guarantee you she'll let you wear it before your senior year. You've got 4
Yeah,
years. So
we'll be watching Jazzy playing, and it'll be like her
right.
junior year. Like she's wearing the pinstripe and garnet. That is awesome.
She foresaw that moment. Okay,
Yes.
last question and then we'll get you going. If you could invite 3 softball legends to dinner for a night of conversation, who would you invite and what would be the main topic of the discussion?
Okay, Kat Osterman because I've always been a huge fan of like her spin, and I am a spin pitcher. Jocelyn Allo because I want to know like her hitter's thought process, and then I'm gonna go Daniel Laurie because listening to some of her broadcasts, like she's so informational. I feel like she'd be really fun to learn from and just like have a conversation with.
I can agree on that. I've talked to DL
Absolutely.
so many times about just like hitting philosophy and even like her pitching philosophy and even with Kat, like being able to compete against her and with her, like those two would be amazing people to get advice and just have conversation with. Luckily, I get to play with Jazzy this summer. She just signed for AUX, which is awesome.
That's
So
so
maybe
cool.
get a little bit of hitting advice from her as well. But those are 3 great people to have at dinner and have conversation with, and they're all great people. So that would
For
be
sure.
awesome. But Awesome. Well, thank you so much for jumping on. We really appreciate you getting back on. Sorry about the whole audio
Yes.
thing that happened.
It's okay.
But good luck with the rest of your season with travel ball, and you'll be going to FSU soon. So have fun with that, and we'll catch up with you sometime later this year.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. Good
You're
luck.
welcome.